Hey everybody, it's Willow. Welcome back to my channel. Um, we're in for a little bit of treat and you don't want to miss this. So here's what it is. I'm going to do some divination for the month of May, communicating with my ancestors, and I am going to do that through throwing the bones. So I have my little ancestor altar set up here. I have a skull which represents ancestors, as well as three stones that I use carnelian and fancy jasper and red jasper, and these represents their guiding light, their protection, and their love. And I charge those from Samhain to Samhain. I also have an incense cone, which is for air. It's for communication. I also have graveyard dirt, which is going to act as the threshold. I have a candle who's going to serve two purposes. It's going to act as my sentinel. It's going to be my guardian, my protector, as well as bear witness. And I have the protection oil, the great protection oil that we made the other day in a video that I'm going to use on the candle. So first, let us anoint the candle. So I'm just going to take just a little drop is all I need. And again, as I've told you before, I always cut my candles to about 2 inches. So I cut them in half. And I'm going to be, as I take this, I want to send it out. And what I'm going to do is, there's a little verse I like to say. It says, "This flame is sealed, the boundary drawn, nothing may enter, nothing may pass on." And so now that I've got that done, I'm going to set it back in here. And I'm going to, so here, let us move forward. Other things I'll be using is I'll be using my rabbit pelt. And this is going to act as the veiled surface, where the bones are going to be the channel. The graveyard dirt's going to be the gate. The flame is going to be my witness, and the smoke is the pathway. So let's start with this if we can. I'm going to go ahead and light these while you're here to witness. So it's let the smoke be the pathway. Let the dirt be the gate. Let the candle stand as witness and also be my sentinel. So now we've got those lit. I'm going to move this altar, lovely altar, over out of the way. And then from here, I am going to be laying the pelt. Now I do want to make sure that this is in scoot that altar over. I do want to make sure that this is going to be in frame for you. So give me just a second. Yes, I think that's good. But first, I need to roll this back because I just want to take a little bit. I copied out of my book of shadows what I use and what I say because I can't remember everything all the time. So I'm going to take the dirt, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit here, a little bit more. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing this. Then I can roll this back down. And it's, "By flame and smoke and soil and night, I open now this ancestral rite. Blood of my bone, draw near but stay. Speak through the bones, and only that way. This pelt is the feel, the cast is the tongue. No voice but the bones, no path but this one." Now, this has sealed the boundaries, okay? And now, as I take the bones, let me take out my pointer. I want to start awakening the bones. And the way you do that is you hold them and gently massage them, okay? And it's like, "Ancestors, can I call you near? Step to the dirt, but do not cross here. Your message is cast, your meaning shown. Speak to me only through these bones." So my question is, what do I need to know for the month of May? So I'm going to just take a small handful and give it a cast. Let's see what they say. Okay, well, the first one is here. You see the goddess. So this means my pathway to keep staying on the current path I'm on. Yes, it's a new one, but I need to work more with the masculine energy. See where this looks like a seahorse? A seahorse is a masculine energy that gives birth to new ideas. So it's telling me to step into the masculine side of myself, to embrace it more. I need to find this balance, which is represented here. So step into it and give birth to new ideas, because this is what's going to bring in new prosperity for the month. Now, something is closed, okay? Something is closed. It's like there's a truth I need to speak. There's something I need to speak, because this is, you see, this is closed and it needs to be turned open. So I need to open my mouth on a few things. And once I do that, then the eagle may take flight, which will be turning it over, and it will start to soar. But then that leaves me a hidden rune, and a hidden rune is disruption. So, disruption is true. Through the month of April, um, there were no April showers, and it has not brought any Mayflowers. But through the month of April, it seems like everything was at a standstill for me. Everything was kind of like just being disrupted. But I did focus more on my pathway and where I want to take it to, and where I want to go back and revisit, which also caused me to start giving new ideas, birthing new ideas into the channel. And the channel, so the way I look at it is, there's dark and light, there's male and female. So it's allowing me to step more into that kind of energy and finding the balance. And I'm seeing that this is something I want for my future. I want to be prosperous. So I have opened my mouth and started, you know um, proclaiming this and speaking to my friends and members of my circle that this is where I'm going to be going. And the eagle is taking flight, as it is opening up new freedoms for me. So we know this is true, and I need to keep following, moving on. Now I'm going to cast again. I normally do 3 casts to see what it is I can draw from this. So now what do we have? Okay. Oh, this one right here is pyrite. Pyrite can be prosperity, but it could also act as fool's gold, meaning things are not always what they seem. So let's start in the middle. This is a partnership. This is kind of like a partnership. I want to see where this is going to go. We have a ring here, but there is something attached. Now I'm wondering if this partnership couldn't mean my 2 different stores, okay? But there is a cycle here. There is a cycle here. It has something attached, and I got to find out what this attachment is to break this cycle, if this cycle indeed needs to be broken, which is now allowing me to come out. And the reason why I say this, because you see this mask, to me, it means the person behind the mask. What is hiding behind the mask? Or a person could be hiding behind the mask. So this may be someone I've been working with in conjunction, and they don't have, my best interests at heart as much as I have theirs. Coming on around, truth will reveal itself. Coming on around, we're coming into wisdom. So wisdom is going to start playing a part. I need to use wisdom, but when the shield comes up, this shield tells me I don't need to actually defend myself yet, but use my wisdom and be on guard, because things may not be what they seem. Now we're coming into the star. The star is hope, but also for me, the pinnacle, which this could represent, means completion, because it's earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And the circle is unity, and it takes all 5 of those elements to support life. I do have a hidden rune, and the hidden rune that I have, oh, okay. Um, I know what this represents in the Viking runes, but in my bones, it also has a different meaning. And this means two opposites coming to point. You ever took 2 magnets and try to force them to go together, and they do this? So this is kind of like what that means 2 opposites repelling against each other, and it's right next to partners. So it's like, partnerships are repelling against each other. They're not coming together. And so things are not, as they seem. Something's going on that's being hidden behind the mask. And so I need to find out what this circle is, so I can break that attachment and I can put this behind. So this will be coming down this month. So what I will be doing is I will be converting back to converting back to the pathway that I had been following for a while before I went and tested the waters, expanded my horizons and stuff. But originally, you always come back home, and that's what I wanted to do. I announced that I was coming back home to the magic that I was originally taught and I fell in love with, and I want to practice. So I'm going to be on guard for what friendship or partnership is creating a cycle that needs to be broken. So I'll be wise and watch, and then I hope for the best, but I will bring this to conclusion and find out what is butting heads and is not what it seems. I will find out what's hiding behind the mask. But then once I do so and I'm able to break this, then we can come to an understanding and the partnership can come back to birds of a feather flocking together. So that's what it is for me in the month of eight. I need to not draw any judgment. I just need to be on guard, be observant, and watch what's going on so I can identify the situation, and because it may not be what it seems, and then bring it to completion. Hopefully be able to dissolve it and move forward, or if I have to, I will move it out of my way. And then the last reading I'm coming into, my ancestors are telling me, okay, this here means stick to what you believe, and that I will stick to what I believe, even if it means I need to use all the strength that I have. I will do that. And then I have a hidden rune here in this room is safety, so I need to watch out for myself, and if I need to go a different direction, do not feel afraid. I can start my own garden. I can start a whole new garden all on my own that will bring me joy. And then this here is pointing, before I turn it, it was kind of like pointing back to the shield. It's reminding me, don't let your guard down. Just watch and observe, take action when action presents itself. But here is the main thing I am really happy for. This is the universal key. They don't call the universe the universal bank of creation and abundance for a reason. It gives us a key, and the key is to open doors for which we knock and lock doors for which we did not. So I am able to open the doors, to resolve this peacefully, whatever it may be. It could be between only my two stores, or the one consignment store that I'm in. It may not be a match for us much longer. So I can see that. Let me just see how that's going to go. All this will be coming through for the month of May. So my ancestors has revealed to me that going back to my original pathway was the right mood for me, because that's where I feel more fulfilled, whole, and complete. It's also telling me just to be on guard and watch out that people or things or places may not be as they seem. Don't be afraid to express my viewpoints and my opinions, and stick to what's right for me. You know, focus on focus on keeping the balance and moving forward, but stay observant and watch. Step into that masculine energy to defend myself if I need to. I will be I will be bringing joy back in as I take the universal key to dissolve this, and break break the attachments of the cycle that just keeps spinning. Okay, so this gives me some areas to look through. It could be looking through friendships and partnerships, or new partnerships that might be trying to come on. It's also could be looking through um, between both of my stores, as well as one of the place where one of my stores is located, my relationship with them. So these are all avenues that I get to look into, see where the problem lies, see if it can be resolved so we can move forward, or does it need to be moved out of the way altogether. So my ancestors are here. They have spoken to me. I understand what comes next for me in the month of May. So now it's about time for me to end this session. And as I end this session, I will ring a bell to signify that. So I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close this with I'm going to close this with my final verse. Flames to rest and smoke to air, soil seal what with rightful care. Ancestors go in peace from me, the bones fall silent. So mote it be. So I'm going to cover my bones. I ring the bell. I will extinguish the candle, and all is done. Thank you for joining me on this venture of speaking with my ancestors to see what lies ahead for me in May. If you will, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and notify to my channel. And no matter where you are, what you're going through, hold on. Tomorrow's a brand new day. You get to start again. With much love and gratitude, my friends, stay forever magical and blessed be.